Hi there and welcome back to Japan, where we're back with a review of the PEGGIES. It's been a while, and their new song ASHIATO, which translates as Footprints and is the theme tune to the 5th series, apparently, of My Hero Academia, the anime. Now, like I say, it's been a while since we've checked them out, but this is a band who I pretty much really enjoyed everything I've heard of previously. They've had some songs which have been like real all-time favourites of mine, and some where I've gone, that's pretty good. So, where will this new offering go in their roster of songs, and how much progression have they made since we last heard them? I got my notes, put down all my thoughts, had a lot to unpack, so here's what I wrote. It's been a while since we last reviewed the PEGGIES here, but with some fascinating songs like Love in the Tokyo, Sputnik and Love Trip in their back catalogue, it does feel rather overdue. ASHIATO, the new song, which is apparently the theme tune for the anime My Hero Academia, 5th series, is yet another demonstration that the PEGGIES don't just write all their songs from the same formula. Instead, here showing some signs of real growth and nuance that suggest a band with ambition still ever burning. Always particularly impressive from a three-piece. The always melodic trio once again focus on giving a strong vocal line at the centre of the song, and this is key anchoring as the instrumentation is deliberately restless throughout. In the verses, there is a constantly shifting drum rhythm that the bass interprets beautifully, whilst the chorus is fairly straight shooting, but with a notably fast changing chord pattern underneath, once again avoiding the song sounding too complacent at any point. In fact, at any time the arrangement risks settling down, something always comes into counter. Like the solo, where Yuho opts for a guitar tone so distorted that the 6-string squeaks and pops its way restlessly through, or the melodic bridge where Miku and Mikako opt for playing the kick and bass on quick third beat intervals. The choice to keep proceedings manic makes for a song that demands an involved listen. If you allow yourself to be wrapped up in the moment, it would have all but the most stoic of people bouncing around the room or air drumming frantically. Simply playing ASHIATO on the radio in the background whilst you do the washing up, you may not be sure why you're subliminally gaining anxiety problems. Accented by strong performances from every member and a vocal delivery that retains classic PEGGIES lightness with a dash of bold confidence, this is quite a strong offering. Now, it would be fair to say that what the PEGGIES are serving here is a rather frantic take on a sort of indie rock which in itself is nothing new in Japan. I hate to say that the aforementioned radio listener at the sink might not notice this song as standing out for having either too much originality in sound or melody, and the chorus is only catchy to a marginal level, but ASHIATO is playing on very different terms to your average radio hit. Much like a television drama or film, it lines up all of its emotional payoffs and details for the person who is actually paying attention and invested. Let me explain. I must admit to personally enjoying this song and how it stands in the progression of PEGGIES as a general. Despite looking forward to repeat listens though, my concern is not being sure what mood I would have to be in to go back to this song. I'm reminded of bands like Sokuninaru, who trade on hectic arrangements, often to drive a narrative of struggle en route to an emotional payoff at the end. However, ASHIATO starts restless and ends restless with a melody that conveys heartache throughout. As a listener, if you're having a day of irritable high tension, you often look for music that calms you down, and when you are calm already, unresolved restlessness is rarely the most desirable emotion to seek out. Therefore, it seems that ASHIATO is best used as a soundtrack piece to get the most out of a pre-existing narrative. It's the perfect choice as an anime theme tune, you might say, as it thumps along with an emotional energy that'll have you on the edge of your seat and looking for what adventures are to follow in the story itself. However, for someone not watching this series, I feel a little sorry that despite my respect for the fantastic composition, I'm not sure when me and this song will meet again for anything more than a little bit of retrospective admiration, or when I just really want to feel super tense. So what is today's metaphor? ASHIATO is a really strong Indian curry. On the surface, we all know what it is. But this bundle of balanced and beautiful flavours comes on very heavy and probably necessitates a little time between repeat consumption. A wonderful meal not to be taken too casually. Yeah, so this is one of those songs where if you're in the right mood for it, I can just imagine it's like the best thing ever. And I can see it fitting in with like a playlist of Sokuni Haru songs actually more than anything. Because what I really got from it more than the melody or anything, which the melody seemed to be an anchoring which was holding it into a realm of normality. What I really got from it was all of that sort of manic energy. That's what really came across to me. So it was nice hearing that injected into the usually melodic sounds of the PEGGIES. So really interesting stuff. Looking forward to seeing where they go next. Is this a demonstration of what their intention is for the future, or are we going to see them playing around with this as just one arm of their many extensive experimentations into music? I'm really just, like I say, I'm glad to see any band which is pushing boundaries, pushing themselves and doing interesting new things that aren't necessarily like we heard before. But like I say, it's actually really nice that they also kept that core quality of being super melodic, because you know, they are a good band for a catchy ditty, that's true. Anyway, those are my thoughts. A lot of things, like I say, to unpack on this one, but I'm really looking forward to seeing what you guys think. Time to go through all of the slogans. You know how this works. Please feel free to do the YouTube-y stuff, liking and subscribing. Please comment so we can get the conversation going on here, because remember, music is all subjective. It's all about your opinions. I'm just talking as someone who's worked with music for my entire adult life, but it doesn't mean I'm right and you're wrong. It just means that I have my opinions and I can't wait to hear yours, whether they agree or disagree with mine. So get in there, tell me what you think. A big thank you to anyone following any of our social medias online. They're all linked in the description below. A massive thank you to our patrons, because we're not monetized. That's why you never see any adverts on our channel. So you guys really are the lifeblood of this channel. You keep it going. You're the reason we can afford to do all this stuff and keep the lights and the internet on. But either way, thank you to you for making it through to the end of this video. So until I hopefully see you very soon in Japan for the next one of these, for now, ciao ciao.